But in integrating this with American history is a book that I put together called The Original 13. And so in 1517, Martin Luther starts the Reformation. 1529, 100,000 Muslims surround Vienna. And so the Holy Roman Emperor, the most powerful guy in Western world, is Charles V of Spain. He's faced with a double dilemma. Reformation on one hand, Muslim invasion on the other hand. He decides to strike a deal with the Lutherans called the Peace of Augsburg of 1555, where he lets every king decide what's going to be believed in his kingdom. Let's just work together against this Muslim invasion. So this starts a domino effect across Europe. And so the different countries in Europe believe different things. So England became Anglican, Scotland, Presbyterian, Holland, Dutch Reformed, Northern Germany and Sweden, Lutheran, Switzerland, Calvinist, and of course, Italy, Spain, France, Austria, Poland remained Roman Catholic. Greece was Greek Orthodox, Russia was Russian Orthodox. You get the picture, one denomination per country. And if you didn't believe the way your king did, you were persecuted, you fled. And so in the 1600s, mass migrations across Europe simply for conscience sake, those were the ones that spilled over and founded colonies in America.
Wow.
And so I read through every charter of every colony. Every colony was started by a different Christian denomination. Virginia was Anglican, Massachusetts was Puritan, Rhode Island was Baptist, New York was Dutch Reformed, Maryland was Catholic. And guess what? They didn't get along and they chased each other out, but they all had to work together against the King of England during the Revolution. After the Revolution, their attitude was, we may not agree on religion all the time, but you were willing to fight and die for my freedom. I need to let you practice your faith. That's the beginning of tolerance.
That's incredible.
And it keeps growing and growing and growing. So unfortunately, it seems like everybody seems to be tolerated except the ones that founded the country, but that's another book that I wrote.
Well, I mean, see, this is fascinating to me because, you know, communication begins with understanding. You had a great expression a moment ago when I was talking about fear. What was that? What was that saying you have?
Ignorance paralyzes, knowledge gives confidence.
Yeah, ignorance paralyzes, knowledge gives confidence. That is absolutely amazing. Well, this is riveting stuff, Bill.
Well, one other thing, if we got a moment.
Sure.
People are concerned about ISIS, and what are they?
Yes.
They want to reestablish the Ottoman Empire. They basically want to have a caliphate, which is the entire Muslim world under one Muslim leader called a caliph. And so after World War I, the Ottoman Empire was dismantled. France took a part of it, Lebanon and Syria. Britain took a part of it, Palestine, Iraq, Egypt. They wanted America to take a part of it. Armenia, we said no. And unfortunately, 1.5 million Armenians were killed by the Ottoman Muslims. But the Muslim world was ruled by these dictators or kings or presidents that wanted to be secular and they wanted to be friends with the West, sort of like the Shah of Iran. I mean, he loved America. But the Muslim Brotherhood was started in 1928 saying, get back to conquering the world for Allah. And they would target these secular leaders. And America would prop up these secular leaders until we had a change in our administration that wants to go ahead and pull the rug out from these secular leaders, get rid of Mubarak, get rid of Gaddafi, get rid of Assad. Why? So that they can reestablish the caliphate. And so that's what's going on. The ISIS, the Islamic State of Syria and Iraq, their goal is the caliphate. Their goal is to reestablish, sort of like a USSR of Islam. And these are people that have been trained by America and supplied by America with arms because they were going to be taking out Assad. When Russia came to Assad's rescue, they turned with the arms that they got from America and the training, and they went into Iraq, and that is all this killing that we see. So that's why there's a dilemma when we're questioning why isn't there a clear strategy for our country in response to this, because it's, in a sense, the creation of our foreign policy that gave birth to this ISIS thing, and now there's pressure to put on to stop that. And obviously, I think that they should be stopped.
Yeah, and I do too. And that's on the news almost every single night is what to do about this. Of course, Obama's statement about not having a strategy will probably go down in history, much to his chagrin. But fascinating, fascinating stuff, Bill. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm learning so much, and I hope you are too.